got the taste of their new vibe back in 2018, so now we're getting the full embrace. Welcome to A Run Does Music, where first off, this is the third video of a set of like 5, probably more, where I'm sitting in a new position. This isn't a permanent position. My arm's just fucked from donating plasma. It hurts a lot, and it's better and easier to prop it up on an armchair rather than stand up and let it wibble and wobble all over the place. But let's look at the more important thing. Today we're looking at the 9th studio album from Underoath called Voyeurist. I've been looking forward to this one for a long fucking time. This is the second album since they came back into the scene a couple years back with Erase Me, an album that I very much enjoyed, and one that left me wanting more from the guys on their next outing. Their brand of metalcore had an undeniable power and polish from way back in the day, and of course all the way up until now. Even early on into their career, it was just nothing but pure decadence in metalcore form. I knew that this new LP was sure to be something special, and honestly, the band wasted no time in establishing that. There's a blistering pace found in the very early track, I'm pretty sure I'm out of luck and have no friends, and it's a stellar track that features plenty of the dreamy sort of elements modern metalcore has come to include, taking up the first minute-and-a-half runtime before showing signs of the incoming explosion, courtesy of vocalist Spencer Chamberlain, I'll never get it right. This whole song turns itself on its head, becoming a very welcomingly chaotic addition to the album's first half that lays the foundation for the very next track with ease, this song being Cycle featuring Ghostmane. And it's all gas, no brakes, start to finish once again. I firmly believe this track is the strongest when it comes to the lead-up singles, without any doubt. And this isn't to slight the other singles Numb, Hallelujah, or Pneumonia at all. In fact, Numb serves as a nice middle ground for newer and returning fans of the band, as well as original fans who might not have had a lot of enjoyment from Erase Me and were purely just like, oh, their debut album is the only good album they have. Numb is a saving grace for that respect. This song feels equal parts inspired by the band's current journeys, as well as the OG vibe that albums like They're Only Chasing Safety had. The lyrics here speak to a nice message too, seemingly focusing on the singer or perhaps the entire band, feeling like they've become numb because of a mistake, or at the very least, just living a life composed of mistakes. It's a very honest message, one that fits in very well with their vibes and overall musicianship that they've done over the years, and it's a welcome addition to their catalog. The chorus especially hits on this with lines like this: "We can't just walk away, we're covered in mistakes, I think we're numb." Songs on this album capture feelings that bounce in between classic Underoath and the original type of music the band had made, whereas it's also focusing on the new side of Underoath, which is very much the same, but very much a new blend. I feel like Voyeurist is really the true dive into the long future ahead that we wanted back on Erase Me. I think every fan wanted an immediate jump into brand new heights, whereas Erase Me was more so just a case of like, alright, we're getting our footing. Give us a sec, we're getting our footing, we're getting it together, and this is them getting it together, this is them flying off into the sunset. The two songs, No Oasis, there it is, or Take a Breath, serve as essentially two parts of one whole puzzle, melting into each other in both literal and metaphorical terms. While Take a Breath felt rather ordinary in terms of quality in comparison to the rest of the tracks thus far, this isn't to say it's immediately a bad song. In fact, it's quite the contrary. To me, every Underoath album, save for perhaps their debut and also as well the album Define the Great Line, felt like the band was doing their best to create a constant, unrelenting, epic piece of music. While this can be very good in many cases, that sort of headspace and feeling that an album can give off will sometimes lead to a less than satisfying result, because you feel like the band is trying to create something outstanding, something beyond what it can possibly do, and by the end of it you're thinking, okay, it could have been better, but they tried. Whereas this album, and of course the releases that have come before it, such as The Boy Brushed Blue, accomplish that in stellar ways. Here in this new album, not once did I feel like the band was going out of their way to try and attempt something they wouldn't be able to come away clean with. This album feels like the most thoroughly confident and coherent piece of work they've released since their classic album, They're Only Chasing Safety. To close this review, I'd like to say that reserving Numb until the end of the album was a fantastic choice by the band and producers, with the song being a great final grasp into the void before we're hit with the fantastically deep sounding closing track, Pneumonia. The song breaks out of the space Underoath has found itself in and becomes more than just another addition to the band's ongoing discography. Pneumonia stands out as the most unique song I've heard from the band in a very long time, thanks in no part to its stretched out track length of just over 7 fucking minutes. Every element explored in the album's lyricism is revisited here, from the self-deprecating tones to the inner exploration of one's mind that some of the previous lyrics lean into. We even get a final, commanding cry out, coming in the call of God, dig till there's nothing. Sounded a little cringy coming from me, honestly. A powerful way to close out one of Underoath's most impressive albums to date, without a shadow of a doubt. I feel like when it comes to members, 3 people stand out without any shadow of a doubt, those 3 being Spencer, Aaron Giuseppe, and the keyboardist, synthesizer, and overall electronic guru himself, Christopher Dudley. This album relies on a lot of background elements that create a larger-than-life soundscape courtesy of Christopher, and the two vocalists of the band help breathe life into this setting with both raging fire and calming ocean waves. I had this album at the top of my anticipated release dates and anticipated albums, and while I had it pretty high on there, at the same time, I was kind of scared. I was wondering, is this going to live up to the hype? Is this going to be what I wanted? Is this going to sound like Underoath, or is it going to be something completely different? Because a lot of bands recently have been coming back. First time coming back, they're like, yeah, fuck yeah, it's original. Then the next time around, it's like, yeah, fuck you, we're different again. I was just worrying about so many things. Would it continue the momentum of Erase Me? Would it hold up to old releases enough to appeal to the surprisingly numbered die-hard fans of the original pieces of music from the band? Will it just in general be a good album? But after listening to this album front to back several times over, I can say with confidence from the first listen that this album absolutely smashed my expectations, saved all my dreams from being crushed, and possibly stands as one of their best albums, if not their best album. And I mean that truly and realistically. For this reason, and the ones I've listed above, Voyeurist by Underoath gets an 8.4 out of 10. And that's a review. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. How long have you guys been listening to Underoath? Are you a long-time fan? Are you a recent fan? You have no fucking idea who Underoath is and you just watch this review for the fucking sake of it? If you did, thanks. That means a lot. Regardless, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're staying hydrated, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.